up guys, it's Kevin here. Welcome to Miri. This is the second largest city in Sarawak. Also my first time here, and I literally flew across the ocean to get to the other side of Malaysia right here. So excited because I'm going to try lots of food. I heard this place is full of amazing, delicious local delicacies. I'm really hungry right now.
Miri has a laid-back coastal vibe with not many high-rise buildings. It is super multicultural also. Right now, the first thing I have to eat is the famous kolo mee. We arrived at the Mei Central Market where there are restaurants inside, and it was really packed with people.
Right, our first dish has arrived. This is the famous kolo mee, and it's really springy and it's coated with shallots, minced pork slices over here. Oh, look at that! It's curry rice. So many things happening over here. It's flooded with curry, topped with chicken, beef slices over here too. A good start for our first breakfast in Miri.
I really liked the pork lard flavor coating the noodles. It's so comforting and delicious, and the noodles are really springy. However, there isn't really much meat compared to the noodles, but I guess for the low price, there's not much to complain. On the other hand, the curry rice is drowned in flavorful curry, and I really love the meats on top, which was so soft. Definitely more worth it. This was, I think, a great start to Miri.
We're exploring this wet market over here at Miri. This is where you find all the fresh food and producers literally scattered across here. It's also very hot, and I'm going to just walk around and see what kind of things do they have over here. Look at the amount of produce in this market, and all of it is really fresh, probably sourced from within this area itself. So you can tell that definitely all these things are really fresh. Look at that humongous green chili. It's even bigger than my hand. All the different types of potatoes over here. This is quite interesting. You can literally buy the durian plant as their little plantlings over here based on the different species. Anyone would like to buy some durian to grow, you can buy them over here. A very famous product over here is the barrio rice, grown from the barrio region, and I heard it's really very fragrant and a different taste. So you can see they have all kinds over here. In this market, you can find lots of varieties. Look at this one, pulut merah, which is like red rice. Wow. Buying white and black pepper, which is I think one of the most popular spice here in Sarawak. This market, there's a lot of options. Okay, I'm here at the next restaurant. We're gonna try native orang Ulu Food. So this is actually one of the tribes in Miri, and they're having their kind of like a traditional food. And this is a place where you can have like a mixed rice style. Hello. So this is what we're ordering for 2 people. Alright, over here we have our orang ulu meal. Look at that, the colors, and they're very traditional looking. Let's go through them one by one. So this one is tapioca leaves. That's right. Over here we have minced pork. I think it's like stir fried, probably with some kind of soy sauce. Over here we have another local vegetable called mani chai.
Sweet leaves.
Sweet leaves. I'm not sure if there's a proper name for that. I'll put it over here, you guys can just see it. Over here we have another local dish which is called ayam panso.
Ayam panso. It's chicken cooked in bamboo.
Yes, chicken cooked in bamboo. So it's going to be really fragrant and earthy. And over here we have our rice wrapped up in leaves. So let's do an unfolding. We have our rice. Oh, wow, they're really stuck together. We have sticky rice here, and the texture is really different than what I thought. Wow, it's gloopy. Check it out. This is the famous 3-layer milk tea. Tasty special. A nice gradient over here. 3 layers, and this part is the sweet one. If you don't want it to be too sweet, you shouldn't stir it. The food reminds me of what I have at home. Yeah, like Hakka food, Chinese New Year. Because there's a lot of soy sauce and like braised vegetable taste. So it's really reminiscent of like food I eat in the Hakka style. I like the braised pork, it has a soy taste to it, very familiar. And the mani chai and tapioca, very nice and smooshy. So it's easy to eat. Very simple flavors, but I think it's very cozy. Okay, I'm not a fan of this rice. To be honest, all smashed up together. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the rice. Also, the chicken panso, the soup, it's like savory yet peppery and floral taste to it. Yeah, it's really comfort food. What do you think?
Comfort food indeed. Good to eat when you are having a late night out.
Yeah,
That way.
comfort chicken soup in bamboo. Okay, we're now here at Fudan. It's a pretty far out place from where we were at the city. And it's like a open kind of a food court concept with many stalls. I'm here to try this famous smoked meat, or they call it smokehouse, I think, where they're gonna put all the pork and other kinds of meats and grill it over the fire. So we are gonna order from stall number 10. We have selected a few of our meats. They're currently grilling it right now over the fire. You can just see all the meats and the pork. Wow, look at that. Huge
at that.
portion of
Succulent.
roasted succulent pork. So good. The meat pork was so fresh and delicious. And the fish, the catfish was also really nice because it didn't have the fishy taste to it. So it was really pleasant to eat. And the veggie, the patai, wow. I felt like I'm in heaven. It was so good. And now I am totally covered in smoke. I think I am the smokehouse now. Literally look at that. Morning everyone, it's day 2 now in Miri. Check it out, the weather. Beautiful sunny day. And for breakfast, before we go to our caving adventure, I'm gonna eat one of the most famous dishes in Sarawak. That is Sarawak Laksa. Here we got our Sarawak Laksa. Look at this colors, and it's so thick. The broth. This is a small size, and we have shredded chicken. We have some prawns. We have a little lime here with an extra sambal. So I'm just going to squeeze it over for the extra zestiness. Oops, I think a few seeds have went in, but that's alright. Really like creamy and coconut. I'm not sure the coconut and other Sarawak Laksas, but it tastes quite a lot of coconut in here. The noodles, it's a lot. I can't even tell it apart from the shredded chicken. They look like the same color. But I think it all goes well together. And a really good hearty breakfast before our caving. Okay, look at it guys. Literally we came all the way here to one of the oldest caves in the country, maybe even the world. And I'm really happy to be here. Literally it's like a dream come true to always come to Dunia Caves. So over there at the back end is where you can continue going up, and that's where you can see the other section, the painted caves. I don't know whether we can actually see much because it's really dark, but at least I will try and see something. So yes, that's all I'm going to show you guys while I'm here at the cave because it's going to be really dark. So yeah, I'm going to continue into the caves. Okay, we're going to continue our food adventures for dinner here at Tanjung Lobang. Yeah, I know the name sounds a bit strange. But here we are, and this place is like a little store out of nowhere selling seafood, or at least a mix of variety of local food. So we're gonna try this out.
You ordered 2, right?
Okay, so Uncle give us
So over here have a satay. This is ayam buntut,
Chicken backside.
Yeah, chicken
Chicken back.
backside. So look at that, it's quite a huge one, isn't it? A huge piece. So let's try it. Looks really juicy. Oh, there's a bone. Yeah.
Or bone.
Wow, it's really juicy though.
Fat.
Lots of fat in the chicken backside. Wow. But it's really
Chicken not running around that much.
Okay, over here we have our stingray, also known as ikan bakar. Just look at that, and they are covering it with I think a layer of asam, so super fragrant. Over here we have a dish of probably I think braised pork,
Fish.
salted fish, and assorted vegetables. So these two dishes is like really savory. What do you think about the stingray?
Good. Stingray was unexpectedly nice. Yeah, it was juicy. The sambal has enough of a kick, right? I think it paired well with the vegetable that we ordered, the mani chai.
Oh yeah, we finished it over
Yeah,
here.
we finished it. But mani chai is such a common like vegetable, right? But it paired very nicely.
I just thought it was a bit interesting because like the pork was covered with salted fish. So it's like you're eating pork, but then it has the fish flavor on top. So my mind was like, oh, this is interesting. but I think it was really, really savory. Slightly salty, but because of the salted fish. Very soft though, the pork.
Very soft. Yummy.
The stingray, I think if you can't tell, right, it tastes like a normal white fish. You can't tell it's stingray directly. Maybe if you see the cartilage, then you'll notice, but the meat itself, it really tastes like white fish, but the asam on it was so yummy. So I think, yeah, it's definitely a good, unexpected choice coming here. Okay, I'm finally going to eat non-local food in Miri. This is the first time I'm gonna try Japanese food. And I heard there's a nice restaurant here called Excapade in this area. There's sashimi slices in this restaurant, which apparently they are saying is really good and really thick. So let's check it out. 9 pieces here. Look at it. It's quite big and fat actually. And it looks really succulent. Wow. That is thick.
Thick?
Yeah. The sashimi is really thick. So fresh. Today is not a good hair day. Alright, it's day 3 now in Miri. The weather is really scorching hot. Like it's burning me. And breakfast, as usual, we're going for a kopitiam. This time we're going to this place called Chen Wan. And they're gonna serve all kinds of Malaysian local breakfast. I'm looking for good old kaya toast. This kopitiam is quite nicely done up. It has air condition. Lots of things here in the menu. They have even kolomi you can have for breakfast. Laksa. And I am getting my good old roti kawin. I think it's another name for a kaya toast.
Seriously, this kaya butter toast was so good, just the right amount of kaya and butter. And the bread was firm yet really crispy also. For me, a sign of good kaya toast is the glossy feeling like this. It just looks right. I also couldn't resist dipping it into my kopi si kosong, which sends me to heaven. It was so scrumptious. For lunch, we had Chinese food at Mami Cafe, and I was surprised that it was Foochow food. There's actually quite a population of Foochow people here and also in Cebu.
Right, so in this restaurant, we're going to try some assortment of food. We have over here Foochow cuisine. This is a red wine chicken, so you see the sauce is really bright and vibrant. Here we have, I think like some pickled veggie soup. And here we have another version of Sarawak noodles from Cebu. This is called kampua, quite similar to kolomi.
Everything was pretty good, and I really loved the kampua because of the pork lard oil. The difference between kampua and kolomi is mostly the noodles. Kolomi has vinegar and springy noodles, whereas kampua has no vinegar and uses straight noodles. You can find both of them in Miri to compare. Speaking of Foochow food, I tried a Foochow snack called kompia at this bakery. It's like a bread thing that is slapped onto the sides of an oven and takes approximately 15 minutes to bake. The ones we got were kind of plain and coated with sesame seed. Personally, I found it tough and rubbery. It's kind of flat also. Not my favorite.
One of the most popular souvenirs to buy as a food from the whole of Sarawak is layer cake or cake Lapis. So this shop is one of the popular ones where there are many flavors. You can see right here. It's pretty colorful and you can actually have a sample to test which one you want. And you pick it up from the fridge here. Quite a few things, really colorful. And it's pricey because they have to put a lot of effort to make the layers of the cake. But yeah, the most popular souvenir. What flavor is that? Wow, you have a few over
I
here.
have a few. I have chocolate flavor. I have chocolate cheese.
Wow.
This is the normal classic flavors. And then the premium one with different pattern and design. I've got the Cadbury roll,
Cadbury roll.
as
And
well
mixed
as the
roll.
mixed flavor roll.
Right, this is my last meal in Miri. I'm here to try Lalalapan, which is like Sarawakan style ayam penyet. Ayam penyet is from Indonesia, so this is kind of like a localized flavor. And it's going to be in this restaurant right behind me.
You can see the chicken was so huge and crispy and served with a generous amount of sambal, which is hand pounded with pestle and mortar. It added so much kick. The whole thing felt balanced with the fresh vegetables and tofu and tempeh. Honestly, this was a 10 out of 10.
Alright guys, it's time for me to head back. I'm now at the Miri airport. Such an amazing time trying all the food in Miri. I highly recommend you guys to at least maybe come in one time and try all the local flavors. You definitely might need like a guide or someone to bring you around because it's quite
difficult to navigate, I think, if you really don't know anything. And my favorite food so far of this place is the first one, which is like the barbecue pork. That was so good. That's all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!